Excedo, who recently was tearing through the meltdown bracket with the Steve. But of course, the beauty of Regen 2023 is that Steve is banned off the table. In the meantime,
not an issue.
Yeah, in the meantime, Muck, of course, an incredibly good Samus player in a region full of them. And we can see here just going straight into it, no patience whatsoever. Both of these players fighting for that spot in winner's side, top 128. Now, I'll be real, this matchup, it is hot ass for Dedede.
As you would expect, to be fair. Dedede is just such a big body. Yeah, got lovely projectile. Yeah, Samus has 700 of them, and a Zed that can just knock yours back at you anytime she fancies. A beautiful up till there to start things off there, but Metro's going to have to work incredibly hard just to get those hits when Samus is sat there trying to trap you at ledge, throwing her projectiles, using a disjoint. Look at that, just ready to blast the charge shot straight back. Yes, you've got Gordo, but I've got a gun for an arm, and I'm ready to send missiles, my grapple beam, my charge shot straight at you, and I'm also ready to box with you. You come near me, I forward air you, I nair you. Yeah, you've got your hammer, but I've got a hefty arsenal myself.
You can just see already just the dominance in neutral that Samus has got against the Plump Penguin. Losing that stock, it doesn't matter when you're losing stocks at 150, 160%, which as Dedede you're typically going to, given you're such a big boy. You're still, if you're losing neutral that much and that damage is backing up, it really, really doesn't matter. And we can just see Muck's proficiency in the matchup, just not respecting Dedede's options in all the right ways, just using some slick movement, I have to add, and just dominating this Penguin at the moment.
Just bouncing about, just carefree, like, I can pretty much throw out any option I fancy. Oh, but when you're in ledge versus Dedede, that's the one time it feels like he has an advantage. The Waddle Dee's favourite king comes in, and that punish would have been absolutely massive, but unfortunately Metro doesn't land anything, maybe a bit conscious of the invincibility from the Angel platform. Going straight, wants to roll past the super missile, but the slight slowness on that secondary projectile is there, but a beautiful swallow into a spit of the Gordo, but not quite able to get anything. 28% is commendable, but you need to start getting more as the heel of Samus bears into the forehead of King Dedede.
I love the fact that using that up tilt to catch the jump away, I feel like Metro might have been a little bit desperate there to get off the ledge, given the ledge trapping situation that Samus can put you in, and Muck just being that one step ahead, using the up tilt to take the stock. But again, this lead is slowly but surely running away from Muck at the moment. Nearly had over a stock in terms of a lead, but now, of course, Muck going back to the tried and true, and just to spite me, has given 70% to Metro as a gift and nearly maintained that lead that they once had.
Absolutely, and just using that charge shot there just to clip the bottom of Dedede, who wanted to angle the Gordo, just that little bit so it bounced straight into Samus. Metro's got Samus back at ledge, and it's where the kill came before, but Samus, oh my lord, the Gordo just powering through the charge shot, but not finding its mark either way. We see Metro here at ledge, and it's so hard to get off when you're a regular sized character, but Metro able to do it with the biggest boy in the barn here, as the Emperor Penguin King Dedede wants to make a statement here. Unseat the Space Bounty Hunter, but it's going to take a few more big hits, which that air dodge was actually pretty crucial. There we are, wanting to set the ledge situation, but the charge shot was there already, re-swallowing the Gordo. I love the idea from Metro, but Samus is just able to swing, box, and hit you with the screw attack, which at the moment isn't going to kill, but in a moment it's going to be far more deadly. I love coming down with a swing of the hammer. It's sweeping below Dedede, and it's going to make sure that Samus can't do what she fancies. Lovely reaction to the charge shot, trying to stop a ledge situation, re-grabbing the Gordo, but grabbing it and pulling it out of Samus's way as she's able to get that forward air and put Dedede back to ledge. It's back and forth, ping-ponging between the different ledges here, but his spin is going to try and call out a jump. It worked the first time, but the second time not quite as effective here, as Samus Aran sets up a ledge guard situation. Muck is looking pretty clean at the moment, waiting just for anything Dedede does, throwing out those morph ball bombs, wanting, oh, what a recovery!
I've got to say, if that had landed the grounded hit and buried Muck, that probably would have been the game right there. That move has no right being as strong as it is, and the Gordo as well, and this is where you don't want to be a Samus, but doesn't quite believe in it. Had the air dodge read available, and the stars just intercepting for the rolling up tilt. Muck throws it away. 228% hop hunks.
The working class King Dedede there for a subject, and there to call out Samus Aran. What an interaction. What an intense final few moments of that game. Off stage is Samus's domain when she's got you there. But in your Dedede, it's like, oh, Chase, I've got about 7,000 jumps. I've got a big hammer that swings in front of me. And yes, the Metro didn't quite land the off-stage interaction. but the scramble off that little hit of the land and then the star was so crucial in getting that roll, getting the up tilt, and that was it. A huge reversal from Metro there, and if you're Muck, you've got to be thinking, hang on, how's that happened? 1 minute I was dealing 70% of combo, the next minute I was dying because of a secondary projectile.
It ain't over until it says game on the stream, and we can see here at the moment Metro taking that last bit of momentum and running with it all the way at the moment. 75% on the board and no intention of stopping. Once again off stage, forcing the air dodge from Muck, trying to get something a little bit cheeky there with the up smash, but Muck instead going for that little bread and butter with a couple of up airs to get 42% into that up B. So good, and we can just see again Muck's dominance in neutral. It was 93%, and then Metro has just taken it all the way back.
Absolutely a great little swing there from Metro just to get Samus off Dedede's back, but Muck is ready just to come straight back in with Samus, establish that pressure in neutral. Samus is going to be dominating here as we see Dedede stalling as long as humanly possible. Wants an up tilt to finish things instead of the up tilt coming out from Metro that potentially could have finished things there. One strong hit from either of these characters is certainly going to pay dividends right now. Once the back air stalling so long with the jumps, but you've only got a few of them, and when you've used them all up, that's going to be a very slow-moving King Dedede, a very big hitbox for Samus to go into, deflecting the Gordo with the neutral air, ready straight away just to set up the ledge trap situation again, and ready for a charge shot, not getting the full charge, so no kill quite yet, but you've got to think, Muck's ready to take a stop any moment now, but a beautiful shield there from Metro to come back, but the up B out of shield, the screw attack, making sure that Metro gets out of there.
I feel like Metro had a little bit of messed up DI on that, probably expected to pop out to the left, but instead popping out on the right and just DIing straight up as a result. And this is the thing, Muck has really got to make this lead count and also secure those kills right. That's the thing with Dedede, 150, 160 is pretty good in the grand scheme of things, but you cannot let it go past 200 like Muck has been doing in these. And Metro, he is just trying to get things going again. I love that parry on the reflected Gordo, just a little bit of confidence, and the neutral getting caught by the down tilt, such a quick option. It is a little bit like his own dash attack in the normal scheme of things, given how long and slow his own dash attack is in this situation. But Muck once again returning to center stage, returning to keeping control of that neutral game, the up B at a shield. I love the fact that Dedede can eat so many things that you just wouldn't expect him to be able to eat, and just no DI whatsoever on the down throw there. I think DI in actually did lead into that conversion, and then the scary part, the jet hammer, but Muck keeping his cool, managing to get back to center stage.
Absolutely. We've seen things again just swing so wildly back and forth. A pendulum match, I would maybe call this one, just swinging so back and forth between the two competitors in terms of momentum. Dedede's there, just throwing the Gordo, but Samus is throwing out those charge shots. All of those jumps, I think, were expended and able to get back. Just that Morpho Bomb did save Dedede potentially, but it was the up tilt that unseated things. We've seen actually Muck get around a lot of the options that Dedede was able to throw out there. Metro using them so effective in that first stock, but Muck so ready for them after that. We've seen spot dodges, we've seen the effective use of jumps, we've seen the effective use of the hammer, not quite able to kill that once to keep things going though. And Dedede is such a momentum-based character, needs to keep moving. When he gets a hit, he cannot quit, he cannot let you out. But when it's Samus, it's hard to keep it contained as the Space Bounty Hunter has a taste of her own medicine of the charge shot. Wanting to kill here is Dedede. Up throw, wants an up air to follow up, but doesn't find it. Bouncing around with the Morpho Bombs and ready for another up tilt, but getting caught by the last little bit of the forward aerial. Going straight through charge shot is Gordo though. 175. Dedede is not used to seeing opponents at this percent. Has to try and get a back air out of shield, but instead an up tilt's going to seal it. Things look dire at the moment for Dedede, and they're only getting worse after a back aerial.
So devastating. It felt like Metro was having a real good time, sort of beginning to bring it back, keeping his cool. I love that parry on the forward air and getting the up to off bit again, just that beautiful awareness. But in the same vein, Muck keeping his cool all the way through, making sure that he doesn't falter. It felt like he had that last game and then just let it slip away from his hands.
Absolutely, yeah.
So Metro, of course, doing an extremely good job at keeping it pretty convincing in this atrocious matchup. Yeah. But 1-1 between the two right now. Muck seeming to have that little bit of extra clutch factor that's allowing him to seal those stocks a little bit earlier. Again, that last hit was at like, what, 120?
Yeah, 120 back air. And Dedede's a hefty character. Let's not mince words here. Able to live to absurdly high percent, but Samus is ready to take it to those percents. I love the use there, the more 4 bomb, just that little bit of aerial movement, but swallowing things here is Metro and calling out a jump with a beautiful up air pardon, while wanting a huge hit, but instead settling for a forward air with the hammer there, getting off ledge as Samus just throws out a charge shot, but not quite able to get anything else off it. Swallowing the super missile, and Metro's using that swallow so effective at neutral B, able to devour and destroy if things turn into the favor of King Dedede, but forward aerial is that little bit fast, that little bit more pressuring, and that beautiful movement that's there into the fade back, into just ready to just react to whatever Dedede's going to do. Ready that time for the up tilt, which sealed things out quite convincingly a couple times last game, but the down smash comes out for the first time this set. Instead, Metro going back to ledge, using the convincingly high recovery of Dedede, but instead it's a F throw from Samus to send the big boy back off stage. We need something big, ready to just cancel out recovery. Owen wanted to swallow a charge, that you got to think instead it meets Dedede's face, and I'm not talking about his mouth.
It's real interesting. It feels like Mug has had a real good grasp on how Metro is using Inhale, and the thing is that even though he's getting a lot of these inhales, because of how many projectiles Samus can throw out, by the time that reflected one has come out, another projectile is there to intercept it. And it's so damn good.
Absolutely, we see here the juggling up airs coming straight out here, and the projectile game is continuing to be contested in the mid-range, but Samus just dashing straight through the speed booster, not letting rip on the charge shot, instead waiting with his air and then getting an even more effective punish after waiting that little moment and just standing there being like, come on then Dedede, I'm charging charge shot, you do whatever you fancy, using it to get around the Gordo there and just jumping back to stage, ready to just go back whenever the moment is there. Wants the up tilt to finish things again, but instead it's the down tilt. It's going to send Samus off stage. Wants a snipe with the Gordo, wants a hit with the forward air, neither finding their mark. Instead it's another up tilt. Dedede using his head for thinking and for hitting there.
So good there from Metro, just again making the most of each and every opportunity. And the thing is, in a matchup like this, you're not getting many opportunities. So Metro, the fact that he's able to keep up in this kind of situation, again, it is a long road to make this comeback. However, of course, a really unfortunate turnaround on that charge shot there, but not eating too much of a punish. Muck just using the Zair, using the charge shot just to keep the poor Penguin away, and again, that lingering hit of the up air, trying to catch that aggressive descent from the Penguin.
Absolutely, using the neutral air there to come down and secure that little hit, which meant a tiny punish could be exacted, but not much. The Gordo, though, making things a little bit more manageable, swallowing speed booster and not able to get a punish because of the higher ability of Samus. Once an F smash, but now it's Dedede's time. Oh, that charge shot once again, the most oppressive, aggressive, and terrifying projectile in the game comes at you so quickly at every charge, at every percent, high into the sky. I thought we were going to see the landing hitbox, potentially try and force a shield break there, but not quite finding it. Dedede is off the ledge and lands a lovely turnaround up tilt. You are at 222%, almost double the percentage of your opponent, but you're going to die easily there to that screw attack. But crucially, Dedede is one big hit away from sealing the deal here. Metro needs to just get one straight hit, and it's going to be enough once the Nair, presumably, to link into that up air, but ready for it that time as Muck. The aggressive landing isn't quite paying dividends as it did a moment ago.
And that's a scary part. I love that, just combining the two angles there, and Muck getting sent straight into the side blast zone there. And again, 73, 90%, it's still not that much in the grand scheme of things, just using the Gordo, to absorb the charge shot. And then even if the charge shot sends Gordo back, you're still taking less damage than if you got hit by the charge shot. So it's really, really great for Metro, and that's why we are still seeing the Gordos come out time and time again, despite the fact that they're both getting hit by it at roughly the same rate.
Absolutely there. We saw the neutral air just challenging Dedede. The Gordo was thrown out, but Dedede, just such a big body. Oh, I love the idea. The use of the super missile there. It's slower, and reading the fact that Dedede was going to try and get behind him. Muck was ready to take things there in neutral, get up into a down throw. Oh no, an up throw, pardon. I thought we were going to see a throw to maybe get into a kill confirmed, but no, instead we see a swallow into a spear. Things are going Muck's way at the moment. Down till one big hit's going to do it, but you are at 216 versus the most versatile bounty hunter in the entire galaxy. Samus Aran wants this hunt over over and done with. And one more grab into an up throw is certainly going to do it. You've got to watch that Zay, you've got to watch that charge shot, you've got to watch every part of Samus's arsenal as a neutral air seals it out. And it hasn't been a different move every stock. That's certainly what it feels like at the moment. Samus with so many versatile kill options, it just feels like something different has sealed out every single stock.
And I was getting flashbacks to game one. I'm going to be real with you. I was seeing the down tilts into the tech chases, into the parries, into the up tilts from Dedede, and I was like, oh no. Oh no, it's happening again.
Here we go.
The Penguins are 200%, and Muck is losing neutral. I am scared, but Muck, again, just clutching it out in those really, really crucial moments. Metro has proven to have that clutch factor himself, to have that comeback factor and the scariness against any heavy, but particularly King Dedede, who, you know, one of the heaviest boys in the business. We've seen multiple times living to over 200%. And, you know, Metro has been doing his absolute best to try and claw his way back in, but Muck keeping us cool, and like you said, having all of those versatile options to kill, it means that Metro is kept constantly guessing.
Absolutely, and so many tools in the neutral as well. Then you throw out a charge up, pretend you're going to throw it, and then just throw out a Zair instead, a grab, an actual down air there, just to get that bit damage, just to mix up Metro, just see what you can do. Small battlefield is the stage choice this time. It's less space for Samus to run, but it's also less space for her to control. Those projectiles are going to be doing such a good job now of dominating the stage. A lovely use of Gordo, a ledge trap, but the get attack was there to make sure the Metro couldn't apply too much pressure. He wants to get something big here, spitting the Gordo back out, and that's also something about this stage. It's less space, yes, for Samus to control, but it's less space for that Gordo to travel. It's going to be getting to you faster, and while it's going to be hurting if it's hitting you still, it's less space for it to get to you. You have to react quicker, expend those projectiles, make those quick split-second decisions that little bit quicker here, and Metro, at the moment, needs to get off ledge, using that Gordo to try and do so. Once the inhale, instead forcing a rollback into the Gordo. Oh, I would have loved to see a back air there, but didn't quite get it. Ready to re-swallow the Gordo every time here is Metro. Wants to get back to Sledge. And here we go, landing! Oh, the star once again showing itself, but it's Dedede who's sent into the sky.
Great awareness from Muck there to just completely hold shield, and even when hit by that star, knowing that he had enough time to go for that dash attack and to extend the lead. And I love that, the call out on the tech, on the platform, getting caught by the up air, up tilt, sorry. It's 2-3 up airs, and the party is still going, and Dedede is being shown the door at the moment. Shades of the start of game one. Time is a circle, and Muck is looking to complete it.
Absolutely, Muck just cool as a cucumber, ready to just throw out all of Samus's arsenal. You get those upgrades through the game, you might as well use them. Throwing out the Morph Ball Bomb again, as is tradition at Legend. This is exactly how you would expect this matchup to go. The giant Dedede just unable to really touch Samus. Yeah, back airs here, but you need a kill. You need two, in fact, really to equalize things. I love the use of the jump, and wants to get things with a fake of the up B, but doesn't quite get it. Instead, it's the up smash. A very strong strike there. Angry as can be with full rage here is Dedede. 109 after hit, which for Samus, it's quite a low percent to die at, but then you're straight back into disadvantage because the invincibility, taking full advantage of the fact that I've come off that platform, I've got that moment to really reset myself, establish myself in neutral, and that's all Samus needs. Throwing out those Morph Ball Bombs again, threatening with the charge shot, and it's the up tilt sneaking past there. Lovely conversion into the F tilt. Will want the dash attack, and that could have been devastating. Instead, it's the screw attack once again showing itself. The up B, out of shield, it's deadly, but in neutral, it's also pretty rough.
We can just see again Muck at these early percents trying to get that tech in, but just keeping control of the ground space, keeping control of the airspace is really, really hard for Metro to get much of anything started at the moment. More relying on these whiffs from Muck over anything else just to get even a crumb. Never mind a full-blown meal, but it is going to be Metro who is currently eating at the moment. 93% finally landing one of those forward airs off stage, and the fear installed in Muck, causing him to up B a little bit too far away, and now suddenly Metro at the smallest deficit we've seen in quite some time here, Hoppunks.
Absolutely, we talk about all the tools of Samus. Dedede only needs one, and it's the pressure that was instilled by that hammer. Samus can live decently long, but when you've got a Dedede swinging at you off stage, it is certainly still terrifying. One little hit to establish some pressure at the ledge is all that's needed here for Metro to bring things back. Opportunity to try and get back down safely, interrupting the first part of screw attack, but the second one coming straight out, re-grabbing the Gordo. I love the attempt to send it down, but straight again, ready for it. It's Samus, I love the idea, poking through ledge here, but the charge shot is there. You are still at ledge. You need to get off now, Metro, if you want to try and re-establish something. You've shown you can do it. You just need to get that one hit, but you're sent to the other stage. And here we go. Up throw is just going to do it. heavy as you like, you've still been propelled by a cannon on the arm of the most dangerous bounty hunter in the entire galaxy. Samus Aran, piloted by Muck, gets the job done and gets rid of King Dedede.
The King becoming a lowly prince in that situation. Of course, I've been stellar gameplay from Metro all the way through, and it'd be so easy to get disheartened in a matchup like that. But when you're still playing solo Dedede in our Lord's year 2023, you are so used to those bad matchups that you just have to power through, you have to keep it going. And he had some real golden moments where it looked like he was about to make a hot comeback, potentially going into a Game 5 again. That really early kill in Game 4, we were really hoping that might turn into something more, but Muck again just doing what he was able to do in Games 2, 3, and 4, just cleaning it up nice.